Warning, all clips are property of the NBA and Clutch Points. No copyright infringement is intended, all videos are edited to follow the free use guideline of YouTube. Former NBA star and Hall of Fame forward Charles Barkley is giving back to his community. Barkley is selling his 1993 Most Valuable Player trophy in addition to other memorabilia from his playing days in order to invest in affordable housing in his hometown of Leeds, Alabama. We probably got 30 eyesores, as I call them, where houses used to be when I was growing up. Either a rotted out house or there's just weeds that have overgrown, Barkley said. So, what I'm trying to do, I want to work with the city of Leeds, I want them to give me the spaces, number one. I want them to give me the houses, and I'm going to use my own money selling my memorabilia. I got an autograph deal with Panini and I was talking to the guys cause all that stuff is at my grandmother's house, I don't even keep it to be honest with you, and I said, how much could I get for my MVP trophy and my 2 gold medals? And I got an autographed plaque signed by the first original Dream Team. He says, oh, I can get you a lot of money for that stuff. Barkley was named MVP in 1993 after leading the Phoenix Suns to 62 wins and the best record in the NBA. He averaged 25.6 points, 12.2 rebounds and 5.1 assists for the year, though the Suns would lose to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls in the finals. The current TNT analyst has been very active in his home state, including and especially when it comes to the political landscape in Alabama. Charles Barkley also said he would like to provide green housing in Leeds, if possible. Regardless, he is embracing his philanthropic attributes to the fullest. L.Stephenson is in strong talks to return to the Indiana Pacers, according to Shams Charania of The Athletic and Stadium. Nothing has been finalized yet, and Stephenson still needs clearance from his Chinese team and FIBA. This would be Stephenson's third stint with the Pacers if he signs a new deal. The guard started his career in Indiana after being the 40th pick in the 2010 NBA draft out of Cincinnati. He became a key cog on the Frank Vogel-coached Pacers squads, building up a tense rivalry with LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Stephenson bounced around a bit after leaving Indiana for a lucrative contract with the Charlotte Hornets in 2014. He spent time with the Los Angeles Clippers, Memphis Grizzlies, New Orleans Pelicans and Minnesota Timberwolves before returning to Indiana late in the 2016-17 season. He spent the entire 2017-18 season with the Pacers, appearing in all 82 games. The 29-year-old joined the Los Angeles Lakers last season, playing 68 games and averaging 7.2 points, 3.2 rebounds and 2.1 assists. With no NBA deal in place for this season, he signed a deal with the Liaoning Flying Leopards in China. The Pacers are eyeing Stephenson in the wake of Malcolm Brogdon's injury. The starting guard is set to miss at least few weeks with a quadriceps injury. Indiana has already lost Jeremy Lamb for the season, and Victor Oladipo is still trying to find his groove. The Pacers are 38-25 on the season, which is good for 5th in the Eastern Conference. Golden State Warriors point guard Stephen Curry made a triumphant return to the hardwood after a 58-game absence on Thursday against the Toronto Raptors. But Curry was back in the bench on Saturday night. Steph missed Golden State's game against the Philadelphia 76ers with a case of the flu. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr suggested Curry may have contracted the illness from his young son. The Warriors managed to defeat an injury-riddled Sixers team without Curry, as Eric Paschall and Damian Lee combined to score 47 points. Curry's return to action was bittersweet. He scored 23 points to go along with 7 assists and 6 rebounds, and he had a number of highlight reel plays. More importantly, the Warriors clearly played with energy and nearly bested the Raptors. However, Curry shot just 6 of 16 from the field and 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. Rust is to be expected, though Curry will surely expect more of himself moving forward. Of course, Steph needs to get healthy first. Milwaukee Bucks fans held their collective breath on Saturday when it was revealed that reigning NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo was getting a precautionary MRI on his left knee. However, it appears the Greek freak avoided anything serious. The team issued a release stating Giannis suffered a minor joint capsule sprain of the left knee. Antetokounmpo will sit for the remaining 2 games on Milwaukee's current road trip, but he will be re-evaluated shortly thereafter. Milwaukee Bucks forward Giannis Antetokounmpo sustained a left leg injury during Friday night's game at Los Angeles. He underwent an MRI and subsequent examination yesterday in Phoenix, Arizona, by team physician Dr. William Roche of the Froedtert and AMP, the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network. The evaluation showed a minor joint capsule sprain of the left knee. Antetokounmpo will not play in the remaining 2 games of the current road trip, and his status for the upcoming home game versus Boston, March 12, will be updated later this week. The Bucks play the Phoenix Suns on Sunday evening before traveling to Denver for a showdown with the Nuggets on Monday night. Giannis might have missed at least one of these games regardless, especially with Milwaukee facing a back-to-back. Bucks head coach Mike Budenholzer has not had to worry about durability as far as Antetokounmpo is concerned. Giannis dealt with knee soreness last year, but he and the Bucks have been so dominant that he is barely averaging more than 30 minutes per game. Milwaukee will have to soldier on without its leader in the next 2 games, but fans will likely be pleased knowing this could have been worse. The Bucks hope Giannis Antetokounmpo will only miss 2 games, but they'll be extremely careful with their star given they have the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference locked up already. With massive changes possibly coming to the league in the near future due to the coronavirus outbreak, Los Angeles Clippers head coach Doc Rivers is confident that the league will make the right decisions. The coronavirus scare has forced the country's professional sports leagues to make major changes. The NBA league office has stated that they will require all 30 franchises to have their own coronavirus guidelines by March 10. The guidelines should cover an arrangement with an infectious disease specialist, a facility that could conduct testing, and a plan to limit arena staff. Teams have also been encouraged to limit their traveling party. If they tell me not to show, I'm not showing. There's a reason for that. There are pretty smart people making that decision. If they tell us we can play, then I have blind trust and faith and hope that they get it right, the Clippers coach said, per Mark Medina of USA Today. The league has also discussed the possibility of limiting media access and playing future games without fans in attendance. The latter has been very unpopular with players like LeBron James, who has stated that he will refuse to play in any game without fans in attendance. In contrast, though, the Clippers and Doc Rivers are putting their trust in the league to do what is best for the players, fans, and personnel. According to the New York Times, the U.S. coronavirus count has reached 527 confirmed cases in 33 different states with at least 21 reported deaths. Worldwide, the virus has hit over 100,000 cases and over 3,400 deceased. Rajon Rondo is undoubtedly one of the best pure point guards to set foot on the hardwood. He proved just how valuable he is as a passer during the Los Angeles Lakers game against the LA Clippers at Staples Center. His 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists were key in the 112-103 victory the purple and gold enjoyed, but there was more to the game than the Lakers finally winning their first game against the Clippers this season. It turns out that Rondo is now 15th for all time in overall assists. He's now at 7,212 assists to get him over Lenny Wilkens for the spot. The NBA congratulated the point guard with a message. In fact, the post only served as a reminder to everyone else in the league that the Lakers have 2 of the best passers the game ever saw. The list is populated with impressive names that graced the league through the years. However, the most eye-catching name in the list is at number 8. LeBron James has tallied 9,289 passes and is definitely leading the Lakers with his court vision and incredible basketball IQ. The fact that the Lakers can field a floor general at almost every game of the season is a luxury that not a lot of teams can afford. Rondo's presence makes the Lakers one of the most impossible teams to take down in the NBA. He will be integral to the team's playoff success come June. Rondo is also hoping that all of the hard work he's done this season will be rewarded with another championship ring on his finger. The list is populated with impressive names that graced the league through the years. Toronto extended the lead to 3 late in the game following an OG Anunoby free throw, prompting a Kings timeout. Instead of Hield, however, Nemanja Bjelica and Bogdan Bogdanovic were put in the game shortly after, with the former eventually missing an attempted 28-foot three-pointer. For what it's worth, Bjelica finished 0 of 4 from 3, while Bogdanovic made only 1 out of 6 attempts. Hield, on the other hand, was 4 of 12 from the field but 3 of 8 from 3. He last stepped on court late in third quarter and never played in the final conto. The Kings shooting guard recently beat Devin Booker in the three-point contest with his final shot. He is currently averaging 20.0 points, with 9.7 attempts from deep and making 39.5% of them every game. Luke Walton and his Kings never recovered in the game and lost 118-113. They are now tied with the Pelicans for 9th place in the West, 4 games behind the 8th-seeded Memphis Grizzlies. Los Angeles Clippers swingman Paul George has been playing at a high level for several years now and has had the pleasure of duking it out with some of the all-time greats of this game. Now paired up with another two-way superstar in Kawhi Leonard, the six-time All-Star said, "The Claw shares the same ideology for the game as the late superstar Kobe Bryant and other greats before him. Just being around him, watching him, observing him, everything is methodical. Everything is well thought out. He sees the big picture, he's got the approach Kobe had, he's got the approach the great ones have," George shared, per Clippers beat writer Tomer Azerly. Both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard share a close relationship with Kobe Bryant before his untimely passing last January. Although the pair is still settling in their first season playing together in the bright lights of Hollywood, George and Leonard have indeed been as good as advertised for the Doc Rivers mentored squad. The duo continues to be one of the best two-way players in the league today, all the while making the Clippers a terrifying defensive juggernaut on the other side of the floor. The Clippers, however, fell to their crosstown rivals Los Angeles Lakers, 103-112, at Staples Center on Sunday. Leonard and George combined for 58 markers but were unable to contain the trio of LeBron James, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, Anthony Davis, 30 points, 8 boards, and Avery Bradley, 24 points. Despite the loss, the Clippers still have the upper hand over the Lakers in their season series, winning 2 of their first 3 encounters.